Let's get rolling then, guys. Quarantine times with my homie, Madu. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, bro.
Thank you, guys. Quarantine time. That's one gonna be on the books.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. On the books.
History being made.
First 4 episodes of this podcast, man, and I'm getting to talk to some amazing people. And listen, you're somebody that I've always wanted to get that flexibility, that time to sit down and chat with, and I finally get that opportunity with you. Thanks to the crazy situation around the world, but fuck it, man. This is what we get. This is the card we've been dealt.
It's cutting up a bit.
Yeah, it's okay now. It's okay now.
Yeah, now it's fine now.
So starting off right off the bat, just a left swing out of midfield. All right, your name?
Yeah,
Amadu. I hear an Ahmad in there. Am I right or am I wrong?
So that's a question that I got to know.
Okay.
When I moved to UAE.
Oh, okay.
People told me that my name actually has the meaning of Ahmed.
Yeah.
It's but I didn't know because my name is being chosen by my dad from one list of one of the friends that traveled to Côte d'Ivoire.
Okay.
And it's being chosen by that list. But I never found any meaning for that as my sister's name. So I never got to know that it was a meaning.
I see.
Till people told me in the Middle East that it would be Ahmed.
I see.
That's they say, and they, like some people like they explain to me why that's the only nowadays like after many years that I was just my name is being taken from my dialect.
I see.
So that is
I love it. I love how like it takes you to travel to the other side of the world to discover something about yourself, not just about that side of the world.
Exactly. For me, always been like mysterious about it. And then it was like something. I think the people, I think that the dissonance of the sound of the word got the people to that, and then like I have got this explanation like 3 times.
Makes sense. Because that was on the top of my head. Like I wanted to open up with just asking you because Amadou. At first I was like French. No, Amadou. Damn, there's some Arabic in there. So, and you're from Brazil, right?
Yeah, like it's good. Like it's a mix of everything, and I got off that I'm French a lot. I think because of traveling and people when I first introduced myself, they
of course
guess, everybody wants to guess from where you're from. And man, I haven't got to.
That's what I like about Brazil. The culture is so diverse. You've got everything, bro. You've got so many Lebanese, Palestinians from the Arab side, and you've got the Portuguese, obviously, the Brazilians themselves, the Spanish influence on the south. It's crazy, the mix there.
Yeah, like here, as I tell the guys, like everyone could be Brazilian.
Hey, like pretty much
Japanese and I have guys that are like they have like Lebanese. There's a big community here. Like people that I already like people that are Lebanese know the people that like have like parents half Brazilian, half Lebanese.
Yeah,
they speak perfect. Like Majid is a guy.
Yeah.
Like he has this, Majid.
Yeah, Majid. Yeah, Majid Khalaf.
Yeah, he's like he's half. So
yeah, and like, do you know Homerun Ghazal?
Anyone?
There's a coach here. His name is Homerun Ghazal. He's also his family history. He's a black belt coach training in Palm Sports, and his family background is Lebanese.
Yeah, like so. You pretty much are a bit of everyone.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Especially in Brazil, it can be like, it can like have European futurists, like Arab futurists, African futurists.
Yeah,
and it's like everything. You got a bit of everything.
I like it. So you're in Brazil now. You're not in the UAE.
Yes.
What happened there? Like you were living in the UAE, right? Did you make any last minute decisions?
I mean, I'm still living in UAE, but what happened in the middle of the pandemic, I was traveling back to UAE, and I just got locked on the immigration.
Oh shit!
From the like when you arrive and you have to do the ice cream.
Yeah.
You do, and then the immigration got closed, and it wasn't that point.
So what was the date? Like around when was this that you tried to come back?
I think it was 15th of March.
Oh, damn, bro.
56. Yeah, it was like the day. It was one of the last days that they said they closed the borders.
And you were taking a holiday during that time?
I went in Seychelles. Like to do because there is a Jujitsu there. One of my students there. So we keep doing this exchange.
Nice.
So and then we mix it up, like the dates and everything, like it gets all together. So like I'm gonna go to Seychelles, and then you can spend some time and fine.
Porrada in Seychelles, bro. That must be a difficult one. Oh shit.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Really, that was a difficult experience during Corona for you.
It's really hard. And then on my way back, I arrived, and they closed the immigration.
Man.
So I spent like 11 to figure out where to next. Then here I am.
Man, that's a crazy story. This is the first situation that I hear of a person getting stuck with this whole Corona.
Say to the moment and here, like even in my seat, there is like two other people, two other person that I know from UAE. They're stuck in here as well. They can go back. Ooh. So it's pretty much as he got people that are stuck, and I know people that what else? People that's like got attacked by Corona as well.
Yeah.
Like the pandemic is
real, man. It's a real thing.
Hard.
And that's the thing, dude. Like, there's so many people in denial. There's so many people going through mixed feelings with this pandemic. Some people, they're like, no, it doesn't exist, and it's not gonna happen to me. Other people are freaking out, totally locked down. Where do you sit? Are you in total lockdown? Are you in denial? Where do you sit?
Like when first I came. I was like in total lockdown, like 15 days. I didn't came even on the balcony outside because I say I have passed through too many airports, spend a lot of time. Got like a couple of fights, and then because of my parents, of course, obviously, and I was like preserving more because of them.
Good, yeah.
But no, I'm not going out like much doing things, but I have trained here. Like I had a couple of training sessions. On one of my first sessions here, I spent like doing like techniques for the students that are back there.
Okay.
So I mean, now I just set up here at home, like the mats and the weights.
Nice for you.
Gym, like one of my friends. Yeah, but one of my friends gonna join for us to keep it moving and running the techniques and stuff.
Oh man!
But the gym has a friend that he got a gym like close by home, like right on the corner. And someday, like leg days, for example, we go there and smash it, and that's it. But it's good that just a couple of guys, 2 guys or 3 guys, and always being precautious, like with the alcohol always around.
I love it. I saw that in the beginning.
the hand sanitizer. So. I mean, it's pretty much like Brazil too now has been doing a really job with that. Like you flatten the curve a lot.
Okay.
But the people start to relax, to loosen up. And with this crazy president that you have got, so we don't know, people are like on the edge, like should I go out? And that is like a other thing that affects a lot. The fact of Brazil has been like it's so you have the 2 sides of the coin here. Like some people got a good condition, and other people they live on daily basis. You know, they need to go.
They need income. They need to make money.
To get the food at home.
Yeah,
exactly. So, but I don't know as much that like I mean I don't take side on that, but I'm not saying that I'm staying like home like 100% locked now. I sure did my quarantine. I stayed like home, like all my things still now at home because everything is shared. Like for example, plates, like cutlery, glass, everything like it's apart, and like like
nice, man.
You try to take it like I spent like a couple of days ago was my birthday. Like I didn't got to, like it's weird. I didn't even got a hug from my mom. You know, like and she was like, "Yeah, should I say no? Better no? You know, like I'm here. Like it's not gonna be one hug that would make the difference. You know, like that for us it's like for example, you have a son, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'm sure you cuddle your son must be something normal.
Absolutely.
That's now.
Absolutely. But they make it feel like it's abnormal these days. That's the crazy thing, man.
Yeah. So, and I just get along with that, but and try to keep my mind busy doing things like, I don't know, and I always try to do something.
You have to, man. If you don't do it, you're gonna go crazy because, man, we are living in a fucking movie. Like, we're living in the movies we saw growing up. It's just the only difference is what we're wearing. We weren't expecting pajamas and sitting at home. We were expecting a little bit more serious.
Yeah. That's one, like, I'm the legend.
Exactly. Exactly. Man, I was on Instagram today, and like this post tripped me the fuck out. It's, you know, the memes that they're putting out with the quarantine, and then there's this meme where this guy time travels. He comes in, he lights a cigarette, and he's like, "Oh shit, it's 2020. This is the start of the 10-year quarantine." I'm like, "Fuck, man, no."
10 years quarantine.
Imagine that shit hits us.
I don't think I wouldn't say 10 years, but I don't know. I think like a friend talking here. Yeah. If the government like and the people like for the health worldwide health, they didn't sit and say that's what should I do. I think if it just like they start to take it parts separately, it's gonna be really hard to get like in a common point. You know, I think I think they should unity stand up divided, you know. That's it.
You know, apparently now I was just reading before the podcast. They released an article that Gilead, a company based in the US, has just released remdesivir. I can't pronounce it properly, but it's a medication that's proving to be potent at dealing with coronavirus. So hopefully, if this thing goes forward, within the next month, they should start reopening things in stages. I hope they get to do that, man.
Yeah, I hope so. Like I on top of that, here on the city, on the university here, the federal university here, the people they got to like some substance where being 94% like positive against the virus. So they say that they're gonna try. They start trials now. 500 people they're gonna get to try.
That's great.
And I mean, I don't know. I think as soon they use it for the let's say the science, everybody's using this word now, the science.
Yeah.
Like you have to follow the science.
We're all epidemiologists and virologists now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully, like let to them do that. Like they're really on the front line. They're not they're putting themselves on top of that and facing the fear. Like the fear must be so hard, but you go to somewhere that you'll be like, oh, I might go today, but I don't know if I gonna be clean when I get out or what is gonna be in
that's crazy.
10 days.
Very
like
true.
Glad and proud of these people, and hopefully we doing our part at home. We get to end on that.
That's it.
And
you know the crazy thing is I understand all the protocol. I understand, you know, what they're doing with looking after us, and then eventually when there's a medication, they're gonna slowly by phases bring us back to normal life. But I know deep down inside, and it fucking hurts, that the last phase is gonna be Jujitsu, because it's the most contact there is between two human beings.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching things a lot of Jujitsu, and like the people, the big names, like were the people that are control, like that has been in the market for long, what they're saying. And I'm sure some like steps before, let's say before you even go into train or during train, I think the place where they offer Jiu-Jitsu, like the Jiu-Jitsu academies, I think they're gonna have some follow up, like things to do before we step into the mats. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like check the temperature. I think it's gonna be a normal thing.
I think everybody should be tested once a month, once a week, something.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think even jiu-jitsu being like a really healthy like environment, but it's hard. Like let's say people like the person that I know that got in fact the test positive didn't had
any symptoms. That's the problem. 70% of people.
The symptoms.
Yeah, man. But it doesn't mean like if somebody gets sick from them, it doesn't mean that they'll get the light version. The other person might get crazy sick from the thing that didn't make this person sick.
Exactly. So I don't know how it's gonna come out, but I think the whole market, let's say, of our field gonna get changed.
Yeah.
And gonna I think that's the word, that's the phrase. There's a say like we're gonna survive who adapt better. Like,
that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Like I feel like you have a lot of opinions about this topic, and I want to ask you first: is there any BJJ gyms open in Brazil right now?
Are you digging my head?
I'm a dig deep in your head, bro, and I'm gonna get out words whether you like it or not.
I told you to don't, but that's fine. No, I didn't. I haven't seen any gym open, but what is happening, like I have seen some people like that use like athletes that live together, like for example 5-6 athletes that usually like share accommodation. They are training, they keep it training, but like there is like big names that you see Instagram, the people are trained, some people are training, but like commercially, like gym itself, they're all locked down.
So these athletes that are training, like you think they're training with select people or they're training openly with multiple people?
No, I think like everyone is training like selected people, like as I say, like people that are really close, or since the pandemic like blow up, the people were already together, people that live together, like because like in Brazil there is like the gyms that have the competition teams, and but usually the people you live together. So they got a house, and then so they just lay mats on their living room, on their garage, and you cannot train outside, but indoors. Who would say
those people are blessed, man? Those people are lucky right now to be able to still train in this time.
Yeah, still train. And how are you doing with that? Like, how are you dealing with that? I know you got your mats at home.
I got my mats, I got dummies, I got chairs, but I don't have anybody to strangle, man. This dummy, man, as long as I hold the choke, I don't feel a tap on my shoulder, bro. It hurts. Hurts my feelings when I train like that.
You just keep it going.
Man, I'm just, you know what, like, I caught wind. Like, you know what I mean by caught wind? Like, I got momentum in the last 6 months in my jiu-jitsu. I got my purple belt. I was still confused about my game, about like what I'm good at, what I'm not good at. And then I caught wind. Things started clicking, and I'm starting to find my game. I forced myself to play guard a lot. It went from shit to slightly reliable, and I started feeling good, and then fucking Corona hit. So now I'm like, fuck, bro, what do I do? Like, so I'm doing footwork around anything. I'm just trying to, stay fit, stay my cardio. I don't know.
It will. Like when we stop training, like that hardly happens.
Yes.
But like let's say for injuries, for the you lose a bit of that agility.
Yes, of course.
But the jiu-jitsu itself, it's on your mind. I think it'll be fine. Like a couple of sessions, you'll be getting back that. Just try to keep the cardio up, and
man,
that's it.
Like, I tell you something. I'm genuinely looking forward to the first jiu-jitsu session after this is all over, because you know people are gonna be falling on their asses like 100 times. Everybody's gonna be overweight. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Grips? Oh shit.
Yes. Like after training, everybody like, let's do like let's say people like to do a lot of open mats. There is not open mats, and people gonna roll one and gonna say, I had enough.
Exactly. but you know what's gonna be for sure? The group pictures, bro, man. The day that jiu-jitsu comes back, everybody's gonna be posting group pictures. They're gonna be licking each other, man.
They're gonna be like, gonna shut down the internet this day.
Absolutely. Instagram will need a new server that day from the amount of Jujitsu group pics and hugs and
Definitely.
saudade and all of this stuff.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. So it's crazy. You're talking about like how when they're gonna start jiu-jitsu, and like I know people that live in China and there things are just getting normal there.
Yeah, they're
I
getting
saw a
back to
picture
normal. Yeah.
yesterday, like class with 20 people already, like normally, like
Crazy.
as the word that it used to be at.
Man, if we want
I'm like,
Jiu-Jitsu, we gotta go to
damn.
China now. Fuck, man.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's the thing.
That's
Like
a crazy world.
China gonna be the next destination for jiu-jitsu holiday.
Oh yeah. BJJ Globetrotters coming soon.
Coming soon, China.
So listen, this is something like it's a segue before I get into a little bit about your backstory. I saw on Instagram that you did BJJ Globetrotters. You were a coach there. You did something.
Yeah,
How was that?
Really, like it's so cool. Like it's everything that you like in a place, because like there is a load of class like during the day. They set up mornings, afternoons, and in the evening. Most like I went to during summer.
Which country was this in?
I was in Belgium.
Belgium, okay.
Yeah, it was during the World Cup.
Wow, dude. So wait, just to pause you real quick for the guys listening in that don't know what we're talking about. BJJ Globetrotters is basically this organization that organizes camps for jiu-jitsu in different countries every year, every 6 months or so, and they get some really cool coaches. And one of them was Amadu, and we're talking about the one that he went to in Belgium. So what year was this?
Yeah, 2008. The World Cup was the 18. Yeah, 2018.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
And how many people were there?
On my class was 128 people.
Woo! That's a seminar. That's not a class.
Yeah, it was like, I felt exactly like that. And like, and they keep it like you kept it on going. And you should have like, you could have like see people like, okay, you did show the technique, and then people start practicing. You get like the timing. So you should be or as precise as you could to show. And then after you could go around
to 120 people
on the basketball court.
Oh shit!
It was on the basketball court.
Whoa!
And the people like on the other side waving at you like, like, can you correct this? And I was like, it was really fun. It was really fun.
You hear in the background far away, you're like, oh fuck.
I was like, oh.
Who got injured? Who the fuck got injured?
Yes, and then they did it. That was my class there, and I told them like takedowns, no gi takedown was like pretty messy.
Oh shit!
At the first, I was worried because like there is people like for all levels, like.
Listen. I gotta tell you, I saw one of your videos, and the one I saw you doing BJJ Globetrotters, and this is where I'm like, oh shit, because you did a tutorial of a single leg to double leg on no gi. I'm like, fuck, bad choice.
Yeah, so that's how like, but it was a chain of techniques. So the first one was fine, the second one, and it was just like so the idea, like once I got the idea more or less, was like. So everybody got a beat. I knew I was not able to give the technique and correct everyone at the same time. But it was just like, I think I went in like a chain of 3, and after we opened up a time to questions. So we could have covered up. But it was really cool, like jiu-jitsu daily, like yoga in the morning, yoga in the afternoon, jiu-jitsu the midtime, and the evening. The guys who do like a pub crawl, the people that go about the pubs, like drinking or having food, like it was really, really cool. And it would be like 100 people, like 100 people going around of the city. It was really fun. Like, one of the days was.
Sorry, yes, go ahead.
No, just one of the days was the day where Belgium was playing with France on the semifinals.
Whoa!
And it was like just like the city was like all red, everybody dressed red,
Beautiful timing, man.
and they just had beaten up Brazil, and I of course put my Brazilian shirt on.
Oh shit!
To watch the game of Belgium, but was undercover. I have this. There was the hoodie. I was with my hoodie on, but and then friends beat them, and then I just like I was walking.
Zip that shit up. Oh man. Man, listen, that's the funny thing. I checked out BJJ Club Starters from like some of my white belt days. Like, you know, you're always YouTubing stuff. And I realized it's not a Jujitsu camp with a little bit of drinking. It's a drinking camp with a little bit of Jujitsu.
It's a drink camp with a little bit of Jujitsu.
Fucking crazy, man. These guys, these Europeans can binge, man.
Yeah, there's like especially the Bavarians one.
Yeah, dude. Jesus. Next level of drinking.
And it's funny because the other day in the morning, like there was like two open mats, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Everybody was there. Some guys could have walked themselves, and they could have breathed beside you. Like, dude, if they light a cigarette, you're gonna blow the place.
Oh shit, man, that's crazy. I don't know how they do it, man, because like I was always, I'm never like the club nightlife guy. I never got into that because of one thing. When I was working an 8 to 5 job, I couldn't wake up in the morning. I couldn't function in the morning if I did that. But then there's people that can fucking get hammered and then wake up before me and go to work.
Exactly. So
I don't understand that, man. Crazy. Hard. But to do Jujitsu after a night of drinking, man, that's some tough stomach they have.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, because like you need all that rolling and spin. You must feel like, whoa, roller coaster.
Unless you're already spinning and then it's like, fuck it, let's just go.
Yeah, just go.
I love it, man. Okay, so you did your BJJ globetrotting, you've done your tour of traveling, but I want to just go back a step. Where did you start Jiu-Jitsu? Yeah. What age? What's your story behind it?
Oh, you went back now.
Yeah, man.
So I started Jiu-Jitsu like around 14 to 15, and I have done like when I was like 10 to 11, 12, like a bit of taekwondo, but not long enough because I moved from close to the place that I was. And I always been into sport.
Okay.
I've been like playing basketball. I used to play basketball before.
Yeah, you're a tall guy.
Yeah. And it got to like far, and I couldn't go alone because it was too far from my house.
Mm-hmm.
And I was after school. And I was like a bit messed up, and then I didn't continue. And then I think I saw Jiu-Jitsu the first time on the TV one day. I remember I had seen it already, and it just like, oh, interesting.
And was it like cool, a Gracie advertisement? Was it the UFC? What was it on TV that you saw?
No, it was like something. I think like someone. Yeah, like they did like an interview with someone, and they did like that. I think it was in Rio, and showing the guys like after the gym, going to the beach, having some acai. And I remember I was like a family holiday.
Mm-hmm.
I told my dad, I want like New Year's, and I want to start Jiu-Jitsu.
Nice.
So like January or February, I started, and I started like close by my house, like. Quarter from here, like
perfect
1 block from here.
Perfect.
Like a small gym, just I want to get in. I always be into sport, and I started doing that. And since then, and then they shut down the gym.
Oh, how long after you started?
Yeah, like 1 year and a half.
Okay, let me just pause you there. Do you remember any of your first memories with Jiu-Jitsu, like your first technique, the thing that made you fall in love with it, that gave you the butterfly feeling, you know?
I think it was the controlling, mm-hmm. like the controlling, and then the be able to use so little power. I'll not say that I was like a really strong teenager. Mm-hmm. But there was like me and 2 other guys that the other guys were like bigger than me, heavier than me, let's say, but I was taller than them.
Uh-huh.
At the beginning, I've been like, as you know, like was floppy around, but when I start to get to understand and using my legs and understand I could keep them away and just like, and they start to get the other guys. There was other guys from the gym that the guys started joining, but the guy was like, they were men already, like strong guys, and they came in and you beat the shit out of these guys.
Nice.
Just like, oh, like, and the guys didn't know was it the guy, like, because everybody, no, nowadays, no, but before people told that like just train with the fix the thing, but it wasn't like, because we were like a teenagers and you could handle big guys.
Yeah, that's what people
that
thought.
was a thing. And about technique, yeah.
Do you remember first submission?
Technique,
first
technique that I think first technique was a number. My first submission was a number.
Nice, armbar. Okay.
You know, like because you used to we didn't even have a drill like before on the class. It was the class of the day was like that armbar from the close guard.
Okay.
Can you hear this dog?
I want to. He might as well get a microphone. Yes. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, you're saying like the class format was different than today. In what way? Like what? How was it different?
No. Like there was not a. I wouldn't. For me, the class was given there. For me, was just fine. Pretty much it didn't change much. I say that we didn't have that much of drilling. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna drill. So it was like we didn't have this drilling. Okay. It was like we just go and the coach would show the technique and you would practice like a couple, like sometimes a lot. Sometimes there's a class that would be like, oh, let's do 30 for each side. Some days was 50.
Nice. So, I like that.
Yeah. And like you got to know the technique, like as soon as you got and as much as you practice. And after with the specific and sparring, but we didn't have much that you never heard. I didn't have even internet at that time to be like,
sure.
Oh, what should I drill today? But fine, regardless. And then we start doing that, and it was like 3 times a week only. It was like really like it was just like doing something, do some sports, and kept moving on.
And when did you know this was something that you loved? Like, were you on a career path? Were you planning on something other than jiu-jitsu for your life?
So that was like a 15, right?
Yeah.
So I have done jiu-jitsu. Like I did jiu-jitsu, and then they stopped the train, and they stopped the train here, and I was like studying. I stopped training. I stayed like 1 year or 2, like without training. And one of the guys that was training here with me, some like weekends, he will always be like fit guy, like he's massive. He's like a monster. Okay. And he liked it. He was one of the big guys that told jiu-jitsu was just about strength.
Oh.
And then he was like, oh man, like here the weekends are like Saturday and Sunday, differently from Middle East. So on the Saturday morning, I'm gonna pass by your house, and then you're gonna go to this small gym so you can practice a bit there. At least we don't stay without training. So it's once a week, but at least better than nothing. And I kept, and after the train went like finished, and after we start training at his house, that's close by here, and then
was he a black belt? Was like he was your level?
No. He was like a white belt. White belt. Yeah. Okay. White belt, and then he went to another gym. He passed me. He became blue.
Oh.
And then he became purple. It was like years later, like after like 30. And it was like I had to stop, and then I went like it was studying like high school. I was high school, finished high school, start the first university, and then I didn't finish it. And the university I found some guys, but everything was handled.
I see. Like, what did you study in university?
Like, I'm graduating business.
Okay.
So, but that's after, because I started one and I stopped, and then I went to train where where we train now, like the team that you're. So we start training there, and I was working training. After work, I would go to the gym, train like daily. That was being my routine because my work was close to the gym. And I start training. I've been, I don't know, like some people that say, "Oh man, you train well." Like my master, they say, "Oh, you train well. Like you could have tried. Like you can go. You want to compete. I want to compete, but I want to hurt as well. Like I would do any good of that. I didn't want to go just for the sake of going, and just
not for the experience. You wanted to win.
Of course, for the experience, but I mean, I would like at least know if I was doing something. I knew what I was doing, like, and I did for some competitions. Yeah, like until blue was like and then from when I was there, I was training there from blue and up, and then was like where everything I start to get more into jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
But always working.
What were you doing?
Working jiu-jitsu. I was working this time with logistics.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I've been working there, and then I start another course because I didn't finish the first one.
Okay.
So, and then I started business. But by then I was purple to brown. Yeah. And I was competing more. And it was even hard because I was going to university in the morning. In the afternoon, I was going to the work. Was not never been just like that's something that and I go jump into jiu-jitsu.
I see. But when you say two sessions in the evening,
love jiu-jitsu.
You did 2 sessions of jiu-jitsu in the evening? Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I was training there. 2 sessions in the evening. And 3 times a week I would do the conditioning train. So three times a week was like 3 trains. 5 classes. 5 class per, like 3 class per day, like 2 class of jiu-jitsu and 1 of condition 3 times a week, and 2 class every day. And Saturday was like the main training was like all the hard belts, about 2 hours, like kill each other.
Yeah,
and that's it. It was our team open mat where you got to know, to see more people there, because it was like a more relaxed day. People don't work usually.
Is this any specific gym? Like, is this one of the famous gyms that we know in Brazil?
So the lineage here, it's like my master. It's like Joaquim Ferreira Mamute.
Okay.
He's Draculino's black belt.
I see. Okay.
So yeah, but here on my city, Draculino came, and now all of his students open the other gyms. So for example, even if we compete here, everybody is Gracie Barra here. Like almost every jiu-jitsu gym at the city
is a Gracie Barra.
Comes from one of Draculino's students.
Interesting. Okay. And did you get your black belt from this gym or elsewhere?
Yeah, like there.
From over there. So you start jiu-jitsu, you take a year off, 2 years off, then you get back into it and you reconnect. You're a black belt, you're in Brazil. What's in your mind? Is your mind business? Is your mind jiu-jitsu?
I was working. I was about actually I had graduated, and I was about to start like a business with one good friend of mine that I start.
Okay.
That I introduced him to jiu-jitsu as well.
Nice.
And I met him on this company that I told you that I was working with logistics.
Okay.
So, and then came up the opportunity. Oh, my friend is needing someone to go to teach jiu-jitsu in Vietnam.
Vietnam. Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah. So that how it always started. So first time in my life flying out to like Brazil, and I packed my shit and I head out to Vietnam.
Oh my God. And how old were you at that time?
I was 23, I think.
23 years old.
Yeah.
And
24, yeah.
the risk, the feeling of going, but you know what? You're young, so you had that energy, I'm sure, that allowed you to take that risk.
You know, like that was the opportunity that came.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, like everybody would have, I think everybody would have liked to have that experience of like traveling to compete overseas
Right.
or go and teach overseas. So I just took it. I like just like, you know, like I didn't hesitate 1 minute, 1 second.
Leap of faith. Let's go. I like it.
Leap of faith. It was like I just told my parents a lot. That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the offer, but I was not like, but I didn't know, like, I was not sure if it was come true till the day that I got the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And the ticket pop up on my mail. I was like, yes,
it's true.
So
okay, nice.
It's true. And it took like this process took like a while to happen. A few months, you know, conversation.
I see.
And I didn't know English at all.
And so how did you even get in touch with them? Like, how did that happen if you don't speak English?
No, because like as I say, that's connection. So my master, one of his friends lives in Asia for a long time.
Perfect.
And somebody asked him if he know someone that was willing to.
Nice.
And he asked it to my master. And I think he asked a couple of the guys, but like most of the guys was like already married with or I don't know because I was brown belt at this time.
I see.
Probably he must have asked from some of the black belts, like if it's somebody would go, but the guys was like it's stabilized, you know, like had the business and family. And then he came to me and asked it, and I didn't hesitate at all. I just say yes.
Opportunity, seize it and go.
Like, I mean, let's say if you had the pass, what would that be? Like,
yeah, that's crazy to think about, man.
Exactly. Like Jiu-Jitsu now, it's being like it's blowing up, but it's fine. If it didn't, if it's something you got to learn, so I just took it.
It's funny how these small steps, bro, the small steps we take in life hold so much fucking weight, because imagine if I was to snap my fingers and all of these incredible memories you have from Vietnam all the way to here and the competitions your students won and all of this just gone. If you didn't take that one step. Crazy.
The B, like, I don't know. Like, I can't imagine. I mean,
senior logistics manager.
Yeah. No,
it's crazy.
Because in this time I was working a bank.
Oh shit! So senior bank manager.
No,
not even.
I think that was one of the things that made me get it, because dressing up every day. I was going to the bank like a lunatic, like in my bag of training, like you know, that's duffel bags. I'm on the elevator. Some days was raining, and it's like umbrella bag. You end up like getting like wetter than anyone else. So people would look at me like, who is this lunatic here?
I love it, man. I love to hear stories of how like something you do that makes, you know, that feeling in your stomach when you like something. You know what I'm talking about? Like when you try basketball for the first time and you get that addictive feeling, you want to play Jujitsu, for example, and then that opens doors in life for you if you follow it, if you listen to it, you know? Some people, they resist it. They label it as a hobby and put it on the side. And I love to hear that took you down the path. I think we just lost him. Did we lose you? The dog must have bit the cable. I blame the dog. It's him fucking angry. You guys enjoying this so far? Very interesting guy. Incredible story. I'm going to pick his brain on Jiu-Jitsu. You wait. But I'm loving this conversation with him, because it's everybody I talk to in the Jiu-Jitsu community that are black belts teaching, happy and proud and like, you know, having a good life out of Jiu-Jitsu. It all started with a decision, a split moment decision where they're like, fuck it, let me do it. You know what I mean? And their entire lives changed. I think back at it, like I was talking with Amadu right now, is like, if somebody was to snap their fingers and get rid of all of these memories that happened and all these opportunities and doors that opened because you made that decision. It's terrifying to think about it, man. So I think it's a lesson for everybody. You get an opportunity to pursue and make an income, no matter, even if it's lower than what you're currently making at a bank, at a shoe shop. If you don't love being in the bank, if you don't love being in the shoe shop, and somebody comes up to you and gives you an opportunity to succeed in the thing that makes your stomach twist and turn and happy, you better fucking take it. There he is. Hey, brother, welcome back.
I don't know what's happening.
No worries.
I don't know what happened.
It's okay. I was talking to chat on Twitch. I thought maybe the dog bit the cable because he seemed fucking angry.
No, it's not even mine.
Oh,
it's from the housing front.
Oh, like, I see.
Because I'm like facing the window, so from outside it was barking. I think somebody was on the key, but we're back. We good. I don't know what happened.
No worries, man.
Sorry, guys.
I turned into a life coach on Twitch, talking about pursuing what you love to do because we were riffing on what you're saying. So yeah, okay. Basically, you take the leap to Vietnam. How long did you stay in Vietnam?
8 months.
8 months. Okay, that's a pretty long time. And how did that go? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, 8 months, but the business got shut there.
Oh,
and it was awesome. Like, I think one of my favorite places in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if it's a favorite, but one that like it's definitely it has been marked my history. Like, it's there.
And you know, Vietnam is booming like crazy.
Yeah, so,
in terms of tourism, real estate, the economy. Yeah. It's expected to be the next China.
Yes. Yeah, but like Jiu-Jitsu, it's still not really like big thing there.
I see.
I think one of the main things, because of the price. Jiu-Jitsu is not a cheap sport, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. People realize, as I like to say, Asia is gonna be the new America for Jiu-Jitsu, because US, there is like a Brazil, there is a gym every corner.
Yeah.
US, same way.
Absolutely.
So Asia, I think, is the thing.
I'm about to dig into that brain again, like I promised you. So you just said something that triggered. Watch out, bro. So listen, you just said Brazil, every gym in the corner, BJJ. America, every gym in the corner, but it's not BJJ. People in America are now wanting to call it AJJ, American Jiu-Jitsu. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, for me, it's just bullshit.
I see. It's disrespectful, you think?
Like, not for the no. I think it should be like called Jiu-Jitsu. It is what it is. Brazilian, American, or
just Jiu-Jitsu.
I think it should be Jiu-Jitsu, unique Jiu-Jitsu, because otherwise you're gonna start to have like Arabic Jiu-Jitsu. You're gonna have like Asian Jiu-Jitsu, European Jiu-Jitsu. So the Jiu-Jitsu is Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, cool.
I would be personally excited for I would be personally excited for Indian Jiu-Jitsu. That would be very entertaining to watch. Like Bollywood Jiu-Jitsu.
I think India also. Watch out. There is a funny history about India. I don't know, but I mean, nobody told me I was wrong yet.
Okay.
I have done the first black belt Jiu-Jitsu fight in India.
In India?
Yeah.
You went to India and you did a fight there?
2 black belts. Yeah.
And was the other black belt Indian or Brazilian?
No, Brazilian.
Brazilian. Okay. So
and I took one of my students with me.
Nice.
As well, and he fought there as well. Yeah, because my friend, one of the guys that became my friend through Jiu-Jitsu, he was living there, Bangalore.
I see.
So he went there, and he did like a small tournament, but he got like 4 of his friends to fight there. Nice. There was 2 browns and 2 blacks, and I was one of the blacks.
Dude, that's incredible to hear your story starting out, and then how Jiu-Jitsu opened these doors. You go to Vietnam, India, UAE. So like after Vietnam, you went to the UAE, or what happened there?
Yeah, so yeah, sure. Like short story long, the place got shut, and I got 1 week notice to leave.
Oh
Oh, you
shit.
have 1 week to leave. Yeah, stayed there, managed to stay there. I was searching for jobs. For a job, this dog is driving me insane.
There's a churrasco going on, man. I'm sure.
Yeah, well, no, it's not because it's raining. That's like
even
I
that.
don't understand. I told you it
Oh,
was like a thunderstorm here.
okay.
Yeah, so I went there like, and I was searching for a job. On my mind, I had just the thing: I'm not going back to Brazil.
Okay.
Like, when you put something on that is not an option.
Yeah.
Of like, I'm not going back.
I'm
So
gonna make
that's
this
what I
work.
did.
Nice.
And then I ended up in UAE. Like I took the leap of faith and I say, okay, I'm going there as even a trial.
Is that somebody selling something?
Yes. They're selling eggs.
I love Brazil, bro. I can't wait to fucking visit. Dogs and rain and thunderstorms.
It's like, it's exactly. And the
Let's
guys
go.
that come with the truck passing by the street selling everything like fresh fruits.
Why not,
like,
man?
Yeah, why not? Corona doesn't stop anyone.
Yeah.
So the guys are making it out there.
I get it.
So yeah, I went there. I arrived there like as a trial, and then working, and then you got where we are today.
I see. So when you got to the UAE, was it in one gym the entire time, or did you? Okay, in a single place.
No, always single place.
And you were still a brown belt, because when I met you, you were a brown belt.
Yeah, I went to as a brown belt, so I got my black belt 2016.
And did you get your black belt from Brazil? Did you go back, get it, and come?
In Brazil, I came here. I got another funny one about it.
Okay.
I got my black belt, like a surprise. One day I went to visit. And I got as a surprise, but I had done my registration to compete on the weekend, and it was like a Wednesday. And I got my black belt, and I had to change to fight
in the black belt division.
Black belt in Rio, and I won.
What?
It was a really
Wow.
I did. I even asked my master, should I go to the competition? Like, he said, Jiu-Jitsu is the same. Like, you just change your color for belt, but
I love
black belt. Everything just start on black belt. He said, no, like, go, man. Like, don't just go. Like, you have no responsibility for that. You're on holiday, but you had planned to go, so just go.
Man, I love
just
that.
Like to change.
That is such a cool story because
that's how you went.
Most people freak out between brown and black because the difference between brown and black is that you go black belt competition, there's a black belt that's been a black belt for 10 years or like 5 years or 3 years, and then there's you.
Yeah.
That's impressive. And in Rio to win, that's a statement.
Yeah. I went there like because I was going to spend the weekend in Rio. So I say, well, long time I don't come to Brazil. Why not? I should try, like to see where I'm stand at the game.
Is that what you think of competition? You think of competition as a measurement of where you stand?
No, it's stand off level of competition, definitely. But you know where you stand at Jiu-Jitsu, like the work that you do in the community and everything. But I mean, to test yourself and like, because I was out of Brazil for a long time. So my name was not even the scenario of Brazil. Like people hardly would even know who I was. So I say, it's good that I'm going to compete because I didn't have that much training back then, like when I was teaching, because when you get to teach, we start to
develop.
So you have to, like, you put your name in something. You want to think to work out. You have to take care of the guys.
Absolutely.
And then it was how did it went. It's funny fact because it was in May, and in January, I went to Lisbon and I competed the Europeans and I got third place as a brown. Okay. And I was like, what? Ooh. What did I just do? Because I have been trained just with my student. So
Okay.
one thing, opportunity to travel, opportunity to compete, and a competition that if I tell someone, ask someone that trains like and is into competition, I'm sure most of people would just say, "Oh, I want to go and compete in the Europeans." Like it's so glamorous
Of course,
competition,
man.
like
It's prestigious.
so nice. The atmosphere, and I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Yeah, man." Like I start to be like, "Man, you have to believe." Like,
yeah.
well, I remember like as now like the move in my head. I was pulling my trolley. I went to myself in my trolley. I was taking my trolley to the fighting area because I didn't know many people there.
Okay.
And I was taking my trolley with me, put in the mat area, was fighting, took my things back, going to the warm-up area. Again, me and my trolley.
Oh wow. Oh wow, I love it.
And it was cool. It was cool.
And so you got third place in Europe. You got third place in Europe, you go to Brazil, you get your black belt, and you get first place in Rio.
Yeah.
Incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. And what did that do to you? Like you just got your black belt and you just won a black belt competition, man. You must have like brain exploding right now.
I mean, like it's like, give more confidence.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, man, that's it. Like I like sometimes you think, oh man, but I don't used to train. I trained before. Like, you don't have the like, you don't have the team, like, but you just have to believe. I think when you start teaching your brain, you start to see the things like, all the details of the position.
Right.
That you should like you be able to tell the student it's not going to work because your foot's not the right position, your hand's not the right position. Like you should be here and there. And I don't know me, but like looks like I think you like your sense for things gets more
sharp.
You can do something once, but you have done like correctly. You have to correct the students and done it over and over, make them do. And you have to study for teaching. You have to study.
Yes.
I mean, early here I was studying. I was like watching some lives, getting some new ideas, way that of people are doing, and it's really cool. Like that was a really nice thing for me. Like was the competition was the first time I went on my own.
Unreal.
And I just trusted it. Like even if many people didn't, I did, and it was enough for me and the ones that did because I was training with my student. I'm not complaining. I'm just explaining a situation. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like it's the same way that I went to Vietnam on my own. I mean, that's anyway. At the end of the day, my choice, right?
Yes, so, yeah. Exactly. And it's amazing. Like it must have felt like the stars aligned for you. Oh my goodness, that's the medal, 2016.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Man, you always keep it close to you. I see. Like that was what? That was 50 centimeters from you. Holy shit!
Yeah, this one is a cool one.
Wearing the 2016 medal in 2020.
Wow.
I love it.
Quarantine.
I love it, bro. I absolutely love it.
Feelings. I was here at home cleaning them. Like I was like
reminiscing, remembering.
My dad keeps them. Like, oh yeah, I keep there.
Hell yeah.
I like. Well, yesterday I was like clean them, and I need to put some orders, like because there is other feel here. But yeah, like some history. Like as you're gonna talk, the history is gonna come.
That's the thing. I'm digging, man. I'm digging.
Yeah, history on this talk.
I love it. You know, man. It's amazing what you're saying because in Jiu-Jitsu, like you see the difference between a teacher and a student. And in order for you to become a teacher, you have to believe that you can teach. And it shifts your psychology in Jiu-Jitsu. It makes a huge difference on your game, I believe. Do you agree?
Yeah, like because as you say, I don't know if it, but I think it's like most everyone would agree with that. As you like, you want to do something, like you're putting your name on there, like
yeah.
You don't want to be like the guy that the people gonna say, "Oh man, don't go to this guy's class.
Yeah.
He I mean, at the end of the day, jiu-jitsu is that it's a culture, it's like a lifestyle, but at the end of the day, you have to understand jiu-jitsu for the other side. It's a business as well. You're gonna make friends, of course, friends for life. I haven't been done like friendship that I'm sure that I'm gonna take like the rest of my life.
Sure.
But yeah, like you have to, as I say, like you have to study, you have to be on point of the game, like knowing what is going on in the world of the techniques, what people are doing. Even if not to do, even like your body not gonna allow you to do some things, or something's not gonna fit your body type.
Right.
But
you need to know enough about it.
You need to give you need to know, you need to start to share. I think as I like to say that we don't teach anything, we share.
Yes.
Because jiu-jitsu is like, today we're talking here and you haven't trained here and you got in a position, but in 1 month, 2 months, the position is gone. So there is like a 10 variations, 10 counters, 10 defense. So you have to be like, you have to understand the thing. So that's why something that lately I've been doing more on, even more on this free time,
studying
jiu-jitsu. That
I like that.
Studying jiu-jitsu, studying ways to give a better class, ways to communicate. As I told you, man, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I'm such a nervous to talk, my English is like.
I'm glad you did, man, because this is really, this is a golden interview.
It's like, let's say that I got it. Like I had to learn. Like they say, I went to Vietnam, I would hardly ask for food. So I had to learn. I'm not the perfect one, but it got me till here.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I keep it, try to get always try to keep at least up to date, a lot of information, try to get what is good, because there is a lot of good information, but there is a lot of crap out there, man.
Absolutely. There's a lot of Instagram jiu-jitsu.
You see oh yeah. Oh, there is a Instagram black belts also, social media black belt. There's a lot of them. Black belt, not way of earn a belt, have the black belt on the way, the guys know everything.
Yeah.
The guys you need to keep some future on that as well. It's really helpful, but for the other side, it's really it's too open. Anyone can do anything, can say anything.
That's the problem. A lot of people consuming content online and surfing internet between classes, trying to execute they might end up losing their game in the mix. They might end up hurting their game more than helping it, because they're building bad habits, especially when their coach isn't like you. They're in 40 students class and their coach can't watch everything they do. They start developing shit habits and it starts affecting their game.
Yeah, that's true. It's really helpful and can be very dangerous as well. Especially
sorry to interrupt you, but I want to just touch up on something you were talking about the coaches and stuff.
There we come again.
The internet is skipping back and forth, but I'm gonna dig in, bro. You were saying that you felt the need to justify the fact that I'm putting my name on this and I'm teaching people, and the jiu-jitsu business is kind of cutthroat at some extent. It's a community, it's a family, but it's also cutthroat because a lot of people are looking at you and what you're doing and your students, and people join your gym if you're doing well, they leave your gym if you're not. It's not easy. But the thing is, sometimes the coach doesn't have to be the athlete to be the good coach. Sometimes there's incredible coaches that aren't good competitors, but they're fucking amazing at teaching.
Exactly, that's the point. The guys got they are not athletes, but they are got they are good, great coaches.
Yeah.
But I think that's a thing it's hard to keep together. I think somehow you're gonna be you're gonna have to choose. You're gonna keep being top athlete,
Yes.
or you're gonna get it to a side, like you're gonna still be an athlete but compete much less. Like you're gonna choose like a 3 big competition, you're gonna train especially for these ones, but because like it demands time, like to, let's say, to get yourself together to put like a way, let's say beginners class, for example. So you have to get it, and you have to get like the feeling of the people. Like maybe you try something on the class, even if you're not to tell people that you're doing that.
Right.
You can got some knowledge, or say have a scene somewhere, and you want to put it on to see if you do the work on your environment.
I see.
But like, because like just for itself, like of being like, if you like people gonna be good, they're gonna like, they're always gonna be. You can, I think most of the big codes, like the big names, the big leaders of teams, they have got to the point that they have to stop, like not stop, they have to be
committed to just teaching,
more committed to the coaching, than being the because competitor life, it's very like it's hard. Like it's a very restrict life. Like they could train in the morning, conditioner train, to train, drill train, like dieting, and
and then combining that with actually coaching people, then
with the coaching, it's really hard. So that's, I think, if you're gonna choose to do something, you could like, all right, or you do it well, or don't, because the same way as you say, everybody's watching you in jiu-jitsu and everything. Must be very easy to burn yourself out.
I see. So now
you can, like you can do.
Go on. I'm sorry.
Do like I say like you can go on and do like a lot of things, like as should it be as work, like as a work. Like, okay, man, I want my work to be good. The people wouldn't see or say anything, but if you do one bad, I'm sure,
absolutely,
especially on this field, I'm sure it becomes like a, let's say, subject for the people, like, so
that's the thing. Like you put yourself on the line when you teach. It's not just straightforward, linear, you're teaching, passing information. You're also putting yourself on the line to be judged on what you have learned and accumulated in jiu-jitsu. And this is why it's so important where you get your jiu-jitsu from. I lean a lot towards lineage and having a master, even if it's not the same master all across. You don't have to have the same master, but to have a master and not to rely on your own personal knowledge from, like, for example, right now it's popular. BJJ Fanatics, Keenan Cornelius online program, all of these.
Now, like for example, even to get on this, to understand Keenan Cornelius thing, you have to know the basic things.
Yes.
Like you cannot go, like, I mean, somebody could have tried, I don't know, somebody like, how you gonna teach the lapel without a proper explanation? Like, let's say, hardly here, like about leverage, like weight distribution.
Yes.
So, like, there is other things around. You're not gonna say, oh, you take the lapel, you extend your leg here, pass the lapel, want to take the other side.
Yes.
For example, if you're doing the lapel, you're on the bottom. Let's go to the mats now. You're on the bottom. The guy into your guard.
Yeah.
So you got the lapel, and you did the last one. The lapel gonna pass it underneath your leg and your opponent's leg to get the hand on the other side, right behind of his knee here.
Exactly. Yeah.
If this knee is over my leg, my lapel is gone.
It's gone.
Doesn't exist.
Yes.
So there is a lot of things that, for example, if you didn't get to know why should it be the leg over the knee or not underneath, like if you over the knee is good for who's on top to put the pressure. So it's a lot of things that if you don't get like a small thing, like for example, if you didn't know how to start the lasso, that your hip doesn't stay on the ground, you should be lifting up, like put your get your weight
on your upper back. Yeah,
your hip gonna be. So that's the things that it comes from what? From close guard that goes to the lasso guard that comes from the spider. So there is like a chain of things that are gonna make easier to get there.
Yes, a chain of events that you need to learn before it.
Yeah, exactly. I think like understand jiu-jitsu, like understand the what is happening. It's much more important than go. I tell the guys all the time, like if you go watch the position, it's fine, but try to understand rather than copy the position.
Yeah, 100%.
You can come to me and ask, I haven't seen this. So okay, let's break down the position. Let's go for the whys.
I love that mentality.
Why and if, because like that, the guy understood. For example, you guys, even with me, the guys bring some things to me sometimes. I say, man, I don't know it.
Yeah.
Like next class or something, gonna sit.
Let's drill.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's try to break it down. If I don't know, like I ask someone that I think would know better than I do, and I learn as well.
That's the thing, the lineage, the master, the having somebody to revert back to and test things, because a lot of people now are growing up, especially with this coronavirus, and people starting to, because like this coronavirus is making people miss Jiu-Jitsu, so they're going to look for it online. Then they're going to find BJJ fanatics, Keenan Cornelius, and they're like, oh wow, this is so fucking cool. And they get to see a technique. They go to the mats and they do it and they work. 6 times out of 10, 5 times out of 10, they work. So they start doing them, but there's no connection with Keenan. There's no connection with Bernardo Faria. They can't ask him why, if, but, like you're saying.
Why, if.
And their jiu-jitsu ends up being hollow. It's good, it works, but it's hollow. It's not very deep. And I love what you're saying about that.
Yeah, so we do it a lot. Like you get in, like some guys, the guys hit me up sometimes like, oh, can I get a bit earlier? I'm going to get early in the medicine, and cool, no worries. And I got earlier. Sometimes you stay late, and you're just like, oh, I haven't seen it on Instagram.
Okay.
Something like the guys start teasing each other. You know, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and like on this kind of things, we start to discover and fix. Sometimes just like we discover, like maybe because I have a bit more of knowledge than that. I say, oh, but if you turn your foot that way, and then like, just
it lights up.
You used to say that the magic happens in this time.
Oh yeah, I had
the magic happens
in Jiu-Jitsu. The love I have for it is these moments that I can feel today by recollecting them, where something clicked. When I went from like lost, what the fuck, why can't I do this, and then click, oh shit. That's what gets me what I want. And I love that feeling. I miss it, and I look forward to the next one. I train every day because I can't wait till the next click happens. When I realize that's what's going to get me on the knee on belly. That's what's going to get me around and on side control.
It's really cool.
Absolutely, man. And
it's
so
really nice.
From your perspective as a coach, as a black belt, I don't know, I get the feeling from you compete and you're obviously successful at competition, but I feel like your heart is in coaching. From every feeling I get from you, your mindset, your attitude.
I don't know. Like I have been competing and I have dealing with injuries as well.
But I remember your knee.
A part of injury. And I got the time, like I had the time, like it's still. But now it's good. It's much better now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and then I did surgery, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. I think when I got out of something, I was more into something else. Like I was out of the meds as a training. And I started to get so busy with class and everything that I think it got me my energy into that. Try to give as much as I could for the people that had to put a trust on me.
Yes, of course. Like, it's a responsibility.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I competed. Like last time I competed was 2018.
In Asia.
18. There you want to go there, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So, but
Definitely.
I went to Asia, before I came, I got another third place in Nogi Europeans.
Okay, nice. Nogi. Okay.
Yeah. So like the competition that are around, I could try and go. And that is how other smaller competitions as well.
Right. Like, and that competition in Europe, that was in Belgium, or where was it?
No, was in Rome.
Rome. Okay.
no gi.
Okay.
Yeah, like the European no gi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, was there. So it was really cool. I mean, I went to try.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I went to try. Like as I say, man, I was going to pass by. Like it was like like passing by to come to Brazil. As I came as a surprise from my parents, and I stopped by there and I fought and I got third place. Not like but I mean, for all my situation was like the outdid with like an injury, and I went like just to try the luck. As I say, like, okay, I'm here. You know, here I am, beautiful Rome. Why not?
Nice.
So yeah, we did like two or three fights. I don't know. I got 30th place, and it's here.
Oh, yeah. They're all within reach, man. You're polishing them all. Okay. Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah. And the other one that you mentioned, the Asian.
Yes.
The Asian, I didn't went to myself.
Okay.
I went to my students. They want to compete, and you like to travel. So I always teasing the guys, oh, let's go, let's compete. And the guys like, yeah, let's go. And I did my registration. And 1 week before, I popped my knee. But flight booked, registration,
we're going.
Hotel. We going. And the first day, amazing. The guys heated up all the golds there. And the other day was me. I came to here with these guys. This guy left wife, left dogs, left girlfriends, and whatever. I'm gonna fight.
Nice.
That is funny history. That is one of the students that he went. He didn't even told his parents that he went with us, and he hit gold there, like 5 fights, I think, and he submit all. It was like so it was so cool. Like, I mean, for him, proud
absolutely,
of him, but, like,
man,
really cool. And then I did like 2 fights there, and I got my gold as well. It was
nice.
Like another one on that's like believe. Like sometimes we just hold ourselves on the thing, but sometimes you just go on the leap of faith, you know, like because like my knee pop it up. Like
exactly
1 week is like 1 week before.
And you were feeling it when you were competing, like you couldn't sit on your knee.
I tape it up my whole knee. It was like a lot of tape around.
Oh shit! And this was gi.
Painting, like, yeah, gi.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you competed in South Korea or Tokyo?
Yeah, South Korea
and Tokyo. And how did you do in Tokyo?
Tokyo, I won. Was the Asian.
And South Korea?
South Korea, I won the open weight no gi.
Wow. Okay.
The gi, we didn't have fight.
Okay.
And the other one, I won the gi category, open weight no gi, and the other one I didn't have like an opponent.
Okay, I see. Maybe South Korea wasn't so happening as Japan.
No, I won. Like, it was fine. I won 3 medals out of 3 medals out of 4.
You stayed busy.
It didn't happen.
Yeah,
but I actually, again, I went with the student, the same one that went to Japan with like hidden by the parents. He went there and demolished as well.
That's amazing.
So, and have older guys, like even want to say about it, the guys, like the students always being like really like the hard work and everything.
Right.
The guys being have been successful. Like I have a shit, for example, me as a brown belt, I had like world champions, like a European champion, Asian champion. Like this was as a brown to black. So I mean, maybe, for example, I have a student that got titles that I don't.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
So it's really cool to see that.
That's like, the sign of a good teacher. Cool. They say there's a saying, whereas a good teacher teaches their student to be better than them.
Well, I hope that's where it is what it is, because like it's like, I mean, I don't keep it like a saying about this.
Of course.
But you're like in a conversation, like you're never gonna see me say, "Oh, did this and that." I was like, "Yeah, yes. I congratulate them all the time." but I always push them to more.
Of course.
I don't like them to be like too comfortable. Oh man, congratulations, blah blah blah. When you get back, bring yourself back to the mats. Yeah, but yeah, like it's really like on the out of the emotions. Like it's really like if you stop and analyze it as work, it's something very like it's really is like
you're proud of that.
You know, makes yourself proud. Like
of course.
I can tell that. Like I don't know. I have a scene. Let's say for other scene, I don't like even to compare each one, but I have a scene like jams, like people that have been teaching and have not got to people for this level. Not say that I'm the best, definitely not.
Right.
But I'm not the worst either.
Right.
But that is something that has been working and giving results, right?
That's for sure. That's for sure. I know a lot of your students.
So yeah, so that's the thing that like keeps me like think, like as I say, believe.
Absolutely.
You know, like because
you've
like
got that magic. You've got that thing that's on your shoulder, that angel with you. That's like you have a touch. That's what I meant about like the coaches. Whether or not you compete or not, Amadu, and I sincerely say this to you because I talk to people that train with you. And I know the amount of love there is for you, by the way, in the BJJ community. Like, especially the like my generation, and well, when I say my generation, I don't mean age, I mean Jujitsu lineage. All right, because I'm getting up there in age, and I better get up there quick in Jujitsu. But
let's not get on these. So like master 1, 2, 3, master. You're gonna end up master 6.
Man, fuck it. I'm gonna stay with this till forever, man. I'm just diehard Jiu-Jitsu. But listen, everybody has this love for you, but I'm telling you, whether you compete or not, you have the characteristics and the ability of a really good coach, a really great coach. I have to tell you this.
Yeah, thanks so much, man. But yeah, as one of the things I like to compete, I like, I like to like. It's
that's
not
what makes you you.
Them, like to show.
Yeah.
To
inspire.
Them, like, man, yeah, exactly. Like. Yeah. And I like it. I like that, like the people used to say that's butterflies. Like, I like people ask to me, "Oh, you feel something when you compete?"
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You feel like, man, I definitely feel like that's a warm up area. Like the sound blast on your headphone. You just like hear your name.
Yes.
And like that is the time, and that is like
the adrenaline goes to the neck.
It's more like it's really like you feel like it's good to know a bit more of yourself. Just
absolutely.
Like dealing with that adrenaline. It's like it's really nice.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. I like it, like for them, like to see, like, guys, that you're gonna know just if you go.
Yes.
If you want to compete, but if you don't take a chance, and it's tough to compare. One other thing that I like to highlight here is stop to compare yourself with the others. Like people, I think people's like with that Instagram thing and social media, people stay like, oh, but this person went and competed and won and lost. Man, everybody has won. Everybody has lost. So it's like,
and people are showing what they did great.
Enjoy your thing. Go there. I just ask them, give everything that you can. Yeah, like they're doing great, but I mean, go there and give everything there. Don't come back with that. Or if I had tried to push, man, die. You're gonna fight 6 minutes. Die on the 6 minutes. Like let them pay a high price. You say in Brazil, like gonna get it, but gonna pay a high price. Like,
absolutely,
really high price to that. Like that's it. Like
I know the haunting feeling. I know the haunting feeling of going to a competition and not giving it your all, and going there casually and just to be there, and then at night, man, that feeling at night for the next week, every night you can't fucking sleep because you, between yourself and your bed sheets, you didn't give it your all. You could have done more. You could have put more on the mats, but you didn't. It's a killer feeling.
As you say, I say that also. Mats doesn't lie. Mats know how much have you worked. Like don't worry. Like it's not me. As I coach or the bill, I always say, guys, come on, let's go one more, push a bit more. Even like because even to compete, competitors or not competitor, I always push them. Always push them because the guy like they at the end of the day, they are competing every day and training. I don't mind if you want to go travel the world, the other side of the world, and compete. Sure. But there, if you get to use every day to give all that you got, you're gonna be like, yeah, man, that's it.
I love it. And like, I love it. So true.
Just go for it, because Matt doesn't lie. If they know how much you have worked, how much effort to have put. Like you don't need to like, oh, you're cheating on your diet. Don't worry. When you're gonna train, you're gonna feel like shit to train. Yeah. So it's not me. I cannot be inside of your
It's gonna climb to the surface.
I cannot be on your house, but I can be on your mind.
Oh yeah. I
can tell you like, how was you, like, let's say, like you feel like some days people are just like exhausted with work, or something went wrong at home, or people are having problem with the kids, with as a couple and everything.
You can sense it.
You can feel even your partner. Let's say you have a partner to train daily with them.
Yes, that's
one
very
day
true.
You're gonna say, oh, hey mate, what's going on? Like, you're right. Like,
that is so fucking true.
Yeah, like sometimes like the guy have a bad day at home or some shit day of work.
Yeah.
And maybe the guy don't want to push. Someday the people don't want to push.
Yeah,
like, it's fine.
I can totally relate.
I
never thought of it like that.
Habit.
Yeah. That's a great observation you have of people, man, because like you genuinely feel and you can tell when people are not on their game, they're not sharp. Maybe it's because of their food. It can be something simple. It doesn't have to be family or crisis. Sometimes just their diet is making them gas out, is making them tired, exhausted, you know? That's such an important point, man. Listen, I wanted to ask you something along these lines. You're a coach, you're teaching students, they're competing, you're telling them to give their all. But there's something that I'm starting to feel, and I want to get your opinion on this. Is a blue belt the same as a blue belt 10 years ago? A blue belt today?
I don't think so.
Do you think they have more to deal with? More to deal with? Like before blue belt 10 years ago, closed guard, side control, basic position. No, I wouldn't call them basic. They're fucking terrifying positions, but it just felt like a blue belt 10 years ago isn't as packed as a blue belt today or a purple belt, brown belt, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's different because like access of information.
Yes.
I always just say before, like the social media, the YouTube and everything, how much Jiu-Jitsu has developed. Like you can not even, don't go that far from 3 years ago from now. Look how many other,
how many techniques,
matrix guard or worm guard, and all this kind of guard.
Absolutely.
And I think that is different because of the access, because people want to see more, like they have more things to be knowing, like, because as you said before, like before white belt, like, as you say, white belt, the person that is there, like getting to know the whys, the ways. Okay, blue belt, let's say people that they know like how to control a person. Like they know, like they can get like positions. They can use like when they start Jiu-Jitsu, it start to appear from the end of the white to blue. I think that's what to make the change.
Yes.
Like the person start to see things, start to connect 1, 2.
Yes.
Know what is like with the guy person that if you got sweep, you're gonna recover. Like, like it's more about controlling. Yeah. But the kind of blue belt that you're gonna be, it's gonna depend also. Something that I believe a lot is the mat hours of training. As much as you train, more it gets natural for your body.
The reason I was asking this is because, like, if you look at Jiu-Jitsu as a curve, like or a linear line, let's call it a linear line. I'm here, I'm a white belt, there's the black belt, right? I think something that's been happening, and like you said, it changed a lot in the last 3 years, 5 years, leg lock game, the gupper guard, lapel guard, all these things that came up. So a guy that started Jiu-Jitsu is slowly feeling further and further away from the next belt, not because of his training, but because of how much is growing in Jiu-Jitsu. And I think that's something that needs to be talked about openly, is to address that Jiu-Jitsu is not linear. And as you're a white belt or a blue belt or purple belt, sometimes you're not getting your promotion, not to look at it as a promotion or not, or concern about it, but the level is growing, man. Like a purple belt today should feel like a black belt 10 years ago. You know what I mean? At some points, or
Yes.
a blue. It's a different dynamic of Jiu-Jitsu today.
Yes. But you went to in a very sensitive point there.
I like it.
It's a graduation.
I like it.
So
you tell me. You tell me what's graduation for each belt for you today? Not 10 years ago, not 5 years ago. Today for you.
No, like for white to blue is that this controlling.
Okay. And then from blue to purple,
you know, like blue to purple, it's like you're gonna get to have like let's say the knowledge of all the previous ones, and you start to get to understand, like it's more understandable of the game. So you like, for example, on the white, you start to crawl. You crawl in there. Blue, first steps. Sometimes you fall. Purple, you would be like walking to running. Like, because I think that's the connection. I think that there is no such a difference. I think that makes Jiu-Jitsu work is the connection of the techniques. For example,
so
because if I teach you are a purple belt, right? So if I teach you, for example, one armbar from the close guard, you can see the same armbar and situations from the same position much more than one white belt. Makes sense?
Yes, I can see the access points, like where it leads me.
Exactly. So if the guy defend the arm, you know that you already have, let's say, the omoplata. You can go to the triangle, or you can
go to his back.
I think that's like, I think what determines is the way of you see things.
Yes.
Like, because as a white, you get bites. Throw one bite, okay. Blue, we start to connect. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Not that you're going to get it right all the time. Sometimes you're going to miss one important step and you're going to just say on yourself,
fall apart. Yeah.
If I have got that, okay. Purple, you're already good. You get good at that. You can connect the things, transitions, and see more ways to get things.
Yeah.
Like, and brown.
Yes.
You got that connect all the previous ones, and look at, and you can be, and I say like got to attack, defend, being attacked, counter-attack at the same time. So you be aware of your attack, of your defense, counter-attack, defense. And black, you'd be like, you have to know that, all of that.
Okay.
And let's say you just say, play with your opponent's mind. So you're gonna play that chess game. You're not play just yourself. So you're like, okay, check, and then the guy, like,
I love it.
So I think it's like for understand of it's happening. Like I think is an understanding of it's happening on the game. So
your micro in each belt, your micro, then brown belt is starting to experience micro and macro, then black belt is macro. You're playing everything.
Macro, and like, and as much as you got, like, let's say, math hour and getting to more knowledge.
Yes.
You're like, for example, as you say, the people say, like, some of the students, like, have like a train with them, and they're gonna come to me and say, oh, I almost got it.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, sometimes we know what, like, we already got in our mind what would be the options of you gonna do. So we are playing, but like, even like without realize you are expecting that. So sometimes you just like, you're playing there, like, oh, the guy can do this and that. So you are doing your thing. You already know from which areas you can be attacked. and you already know, you already put the defense, and for each defense that you got a counterattack. So you say, you see, you like, let's say the white and blue, the lower belt, so they see like one step ahead, 2 steps, 3, 4. Let's say we see more, like you got to more. Sometimes you cannot apply, of course, each one. Some people are more sharp on the game. They're gonna be fast and everything. But just I don't know if you got the point.
Absolutely,
the idea
absolutely, I got it.
So
I love that explanation.
So you got to that's just like, it's understand the same thing, but in different ways. Let's make it short.
I like that.
The graduations is understand the same things in different ways.
Yeah. And you feel that you have the ability to see somebody being able to connect these dots the way you're saying for each belt. Like, you can tell a guy is counter-attacking and setting up traps versus a guy who's just playing his game.
Yeah, you can. You can see
that. Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes even when you roll with the guys, for example, you see the guys start to roll. There is another thing. The students always roll with you, like try to murder you. I always tell the guys, what you guys? Everybody trains nicely with each other. And
why with me, motherfuckers?
Why with me? I'm the old man here, like, And they came up like a full power. It's so funny, and they're like, I say, like, and then the guys like and you see like they are really improving. Like, if you sometimes, like, if you give them certain position like they are good at, you're gonna tap. You got to tap, like, or they're gonna snap it, tap or snap. So, and you got to feel like it. And it's not like the conduct of the person on the mats, like that is. It's like Jiu-Jitsu. It's more. I have learned. It's like I don't know if there were this philosophy.
That's what I want. Yes.
It's like it's a life philosophy. Like, not the mats. Like, it's not, of course, going to be the main point, your knowledge, but other things around. Like I think you're outside, how you treat the person next to you. Like how everything that everything that involved, like, because at the end of the day, as you say, you told me something nice, like, about people respect of me. So it's a good thing, as I try to be like I not pretend to be, but I try to be like
genuine.
Try to get this to people, so to get to people to be like, oh man, like the guy got hurt, like you need something, like it's like you build everything. The person I haven't seen things, loads of things has been done in the mats and business. I have like that's another funny history. I got to two students of mine got married. They have a kid now. They met in the mats. So Jiu-Jitsu is like it's much more than a belt, like,
definitely not just a martial art. There's magic.
It's a lifestyle. Like, it's kind of, we spend more time on the mat sometimes than our own family.
Absolutely.
Like, sometimes, for example, let's say the person that live in a daily base, like 8 hours job, go to the job for the gym, got the gym, who get home, eat, and sleep. So the family time got to miss, or some others got the whole family to train. So and that's it. I think it's like, of course, the knowledge matters. Of course, that's will be measured there.
Sure.
Knowledge, like, if you're gonna be able to do that, fine. Your belt, it's here. You deserve that. But there is other thing that should be seen as well, because you have to think like ahead, in the future. If you don't get the people the right thing, don't try. I'm not saying that to my example. I'm the truth, I'm not saying that, but that's how I see and how I try to
that's why we choose our masters.
People. So, like, to don't be just attached to that, because I have seen people, and then you get back on this subject of graduation, that's like it's like just trouble, this, man.
You know what? That's the thing. I like to talk about things that people think is trouble, because that's the thing that should be talked about, because usually that's where there's so much confusion. It should be. I feel like we're being too tight on things. We're taking shit maybe too seriously, when this is the place where you get the most, let's say, impact on people as a professor. Forget your jujitsu, forget the skills. I think the promotion phase is the connection point between professor and student, and that trust and bond. This is where it's like you were just saying, it's not just your moves, your techniques and stuff. There's white belt for me is the humility belt. This is where you learn the life skill of being humble, right?
Humility belt.
It's the humility belt, because the toughest motherfucker that bench presses 300 is going to come in, and the small guy is going to tap him out. And that's where you get humble. Yeah. That's where on the streets you look at people differently. You don't have to be big and buff, shaved head with a goatee to scare me anymore. Now it could be that skinny guy might kick my ass. So it makes you humble.
Right. Even the ladies can beat you up.
Fuck usually. Yeah. Exactly. That's that's what I fucking I love about white belt. Is for me, my mind was like exploding at white belt. Because I'm like, everything I fucking knew about weightlifting, boxing is fucked. It's gone. I'm in trouble. I felt like I'm in the deep water and I don't know how to swim.
That's yeah. So the person, I think that'd be like the transition to get to control, as I mentioned it, to controlling. Yeah. Would be the white to blue. But I think like a lot of and that is another point that I like to talk. Of course, people has different ways to learn. Some people learn faster than others.
Absolutely.
But some people want to get promoted and as one that to learn much faster than them. Like
that's a very challenging thing, yeah.
But sometimes people don't see for that side. Yeah. But sometimes people don't want to accept it.
Yeah, they just look at the jujitsu, I'm tapping people out, I'm learning quickly, why am I not getting promoted? Where it's like, the humility belt is called the humility belt because you're not fucking humble right now. You gotta wait.
Yeah, like let's say people like nowadays, let's say, who am I to judge? Certain place or certain people get to promoted, like get to like, let's say 6 years, get to black belt.
Yeah.
Fine, cool. I think, I don't know how much daily the person has trained.
Even if they trained a lot, don't you think they missed out on some other things in the process?
Yeah, and you got to this point that you're talking about. Yeah. There's like it's not only the belt. Like for example, for 6 years, that's the time that I spent at only my purple and brown. Only these two.
Yeah.
So
that like says something.
Purple, and the purple belt was the belt that I competed the most of my life. Mm-hmm. Like I was like 2 or 3 competitions per month. Like every weekend I was going. So
you cut your teeth on purple belt.
Yeah, definitely did. So like I don't know. I don't judge, but it's like we're gonna dig like really deep in certain things. That's like that it's not us that might judge it, because you cannot judge it, because like it's hard. There definitely there is some things that I don't agree with. That definitely not. For example, as I was like getting to the gym and knowing when you're gonna get your black belt, your last belt. Like you cannot know. For example, if you have injuries, if you stop training, I mean, there is no mat hours in that.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's say if you're gonna talk about years, okay, 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. But how many hours a day?
Yeah.
Some people that train.
If you just do the math,
I trained for 6 years, but I train 2 times per week. Well, so you're gonna have like how many weeks? 144?
Not much.
48 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
48 weeks plus 2, 96 times 1 year you trained.
And no injuries, no holidays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's say 96 hours, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you got somebody that train per day 3 hours, 5 times a week.
Yeah. Completely different ball game. Yeah.
And so in 1 month and a half, the person has trained more than in 1 month and a half, the person has trained more than you have trained in 1 year. So how could it be the same?
Absolutely. It has to be unique to each
person.
Would it
even be fair? Or if the person is like a special, like a talent person, cool. Yeah. But let's say like for someone that has a hobby, as a hobby.
Absolutely.
Would that be fair?
Because they'd also get demotivated, there's also the fact like there's the business side as well to Jiu-Jitsu. If it was just for free and everybody's training out of the goodness of their heart, then maybe it'll be different. But because it's a business, some people, if they don't get promoted within a year or two, they get heartbroken, they start looking for where they'll get promoted. And that's the thing that I think people miss out on with Jiu-Jitsu.
No, okay. And there we go to business things, right?
Why not?
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Definitely nothing wrong.
Yeah.
About the business out of Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But there is for in all the fields there is a good and bad business, right?
Absolutely.
You had a bike shop. I'm sure you have heard shit about all the shops.
100%.
I took it. All right, cool. And then that's you come. Okay, you got let's say you can get a blue belt on the internet nowadays, right?
Of course, exactly.
Online course that you receive your belt at home.
It's doing great these days in quarantine.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting promoted right now.
Yeah, they're gonna promote it right now. When you're gonna get back to the real life.
They're getting promoted without anybody training with them. That's the fucking crazy thing.
With the dummies.
If your date of promotion is within lockdown period, there's something fucking wrong. Now we can track it down. If somebody gives me a certificate between February and April, you're fucking bullshitting.
Yes, you're bullshitting. Yes. So we get it like it's nothing bad on that the business side.
Sure.
Cool. But the thing that I see is how the business be done.
Yeah. Now I get you.
All
okay.
Right? So like as I say to you, is a business like is a like exchange.
Okay.
The person gonna get paid to have a class, and all the Jiu-Jitsu itself brings it as a family, as a community. Mm-hmm. You guys, we all get like a close together, and all right. But firstly, I have to give you what you're paid for.
Yes.
That's the Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
Cool. Secondly, what kind of Jiu-Jitsu you're getting to? If you get a program that you get trained, oh, cool. That's it. You got to know the basics here. Let's say for white belt. Oh, you know how to do armbar, omoplata, scissor sweep. Gonna get to know how to do some takedowns, defense. Fine. Like you know how to swim, right? You are drowning there. Now you know how to swim.
Exactly.
Cool. Good. Like fine. But the problem that I said, into the people want to rush things sometimes to save, like to make money out of that, but crazily just because Jiu-Jitsu it's blowing.
Absolutely. It's exploding everywhere.
They see Jiu-Jitsu is media, man.
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu is media. All right. And the people want to take advantage of that for the sake of the money, only the money itself.
Yes. And they want to take advantage of it while they can, because there's another very sensitive topic I want to tell you. And I know you know this, but I'm going to be the one that says it. There's a ticking clock. There's a ticking clock on black belts. A black belt has their golden years, their competition years, their coaching years, and then they get to that age where they're getting older and they can't just sit there and fucking teach this whole time. So there's the golden phase to really make money as a coach. And that's the sensitive time. That's where they can make these decisions and speed things up just to not lose anybody. No. I need 100 students to stay 100 fucking students. You're planning on going, here's a promotion. So it's like, there's so many elements that people need to consider about what it takes to be a coach and a referee, not a referee, sorry, a master in Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
You're juggling with knives. It's not an easy thing to do. So
definitely not. Yeah, exactly. So like we used to say you have like a short period of activity.
Yeah.
So our body cannot sustain this for
you
long.
Can't coach kids and competitors when you're 55, 60. No,
you can't. No. So that's why, as we were saying before, it as much as it's real well planned, as you give like a decent level of knowledge.
Yes.
Another thing that I take as temper a lot is like not only the competition, but when my students travel and they're gonna compete somewhere else, and they do good with the person that are on the same level as them.
Okay.
So it gives me a temper feedback that's so we are like your level here with.
That's the nice thing about competition. That's the beauty of competition. It gives you a measurement tool. Yeah.
Exactly. Like the guys, like they are being here. So it gives its own way to me to give temper, like, because I speak a lot with other guys that I know that in China, actually, like Singapore, US. So keep all that. Like I always try to keep the level. I always keep the level. Of course, you're not gonna be like always like it's a straight line.
Yep.
You're gonna have ups and downs, but
sure.
On the team, like on the group of people that are teaching.
Yeah.
That's like you try to get. I mean, you should get like people here in knowledge. Of course, some people that get it faster.
Yes.
Some people they're gonna be here.
Yep.
Let's say straight. And the other ones gonna take a bit longer too. So you have to look at this too, not bring them here.
Yes.
If I keep them on the level, it's fine, because like let's say globally they would be the level they're gonna be for the belt. You know what I mean?
I think
not they go to go to somewhere to visit and oh my god. I went to I'm not saying about competition class. I'm saying
they just go attend in a gym and they get crushed.
Attend in a gym and it gets like even the guy my belts, like the guy like destroyed me. So
and that's the problem when you're traveling to a country and you go to a gym. You're the guy everybody wants to test. You're testing them, they're fucking testing you. So you got to bring your A game. On the first day, you have to bring your A game.
Yeah, you are getting into their nest.
Man.
So they're gonna get to know you.
You're fucking with the hornets. So they're gonna come on, they're gonna sting you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's one thing also that I use a lot as I always like to ask the guys, how was training, like how did you feel about it?
Sure.
No, it was fine. Some of the guys was happy. I was like, it was all right. Yeah, even better.
Cool. No, I get you, man. I get you.
Like, it's not to get to make fun of the gym or anything. Just to myself to know, like, some comments or some question that you ask people as, he's being rude, or he's being like an ass. But no, like I cannot be everywhere in the world. I cannot be a word tool just to know academies.
Absolutely.
Hopefully one day when I say, guys, I'm gonna take a holiday. Let's go make an excursion worldwide to know,
to discover everything out there. Absolutely, man.
So,
wouldn't that be great?
Yep.
You know, man, like from everything that you're saying is something that's simple and boiled down to me. Two things. First thing is, a lot of people today, like in the UAE, okay, they do Jujitsu as a luxury. I don't call it just a martial art. It's a luxury to a lot of people here because they do it in their free time between work to de-stress, to do stuff. A lot of the Brazilians that come here and are teaching and living here, they didn't do it as a luxury. they did it as either an escape or as something to keep them connected and feeling like they're achieving something, you know? It wasn't, wallah, I got some extra money to spend on jiu-jitsu class. It was, no, man, I fucking begged for my gi. I died until I got my... And these guys, they didn't get their black belts in 6 years. Most of them took 15 fucking years to get their black belts or more.
Exactly.
So when you go up to them and expect your belt... Remember this. Remember that they didn't fucking pay for their classes and do all this stuff and then like expect it. Most of them, 15 years, didn't get their promotion. So I think a lot of people, what they end up lacking by doing this is the relationship with Jiu-Jitsu. Because you guys, and by you guys, I mean a lot of the Brazilian black belts, even non-Brazilian black belts that have had this old school Jiu-Jitsu experience, when I talk to them, their relationship with Jiu-Jitsu is like a marriage. It's not a hot girlfriend that they're excited about in a Porsche. It's a fucking marriage. And sometimes it kicks their ass. Sometimes it throws a slipper at them. It's a relationship that's a marriage. And I actually look at Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, I entered older. I'm not a competitor. I desire the relationship with Jiu-Jitsu. When I hit my purple belt, that's when I felt my relationship started. My white and blue belt, I was fighting. I was with angry, crazy girlfriends, and I didn't know if I fucking wanted to be in this relationship or not. You know, it was crazy. Purple belt is when I'm like, this is the one.
Good analogy.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I just hope, like, man, dude, I'm so happy I got to talk to you. We never really got a chance to talk like this, but believe me, people listening to this podcast, between the dog barking and the glitching, it's worth it. It's worth it. With everything that came into the sound and whatever, it's worth it because so much of the things you said, I think, are gonna resonate and help people listening, especially the colored belts that are fighting, you know, to get higher.
I hope so, man.
It will, 100%, 100%. I'm telling you, for me, I'm a purple belt right now, and I feel like, fuck, I hit the jackpot by talking to you because it was such a useful conversation to me for my jiu-jitsu.
No, like for me, also, like I'm not a very talkative guy, so it's good to get a bit of what is on my mind. Like
whenever you feel like you need to talk and you haven't talked in a long time, you know where to come now. You know who the fuck to call.
Yeah, it was a really good experience actually. Like
absolutely, bro.
Getting to that. Never done anything on this format, so
you should do it more often.
I used to listen to a lot actually, like especially on this lockdown in quarantine and being like listening to one or two and reading. But yeah, it's like I don't know how I did, and I don't.
Man, you're gonna see.
Like I just say what came up was like it was not like was not made it up, you know. Just like
that's what everybody loves about podcasts, and I like this format so much, man. Because look, I tell you, the reason I started this is I'm a podcast listener, and I love podcasts because it's not staged. And like if me and you can sit down together, like friends on a mat after training, and have a good talk, there's value in this, man, because you get to pick people's brain indirectly. And for me, I felt like the Middle East, the UAE, doesn't have a platform where everybody can hold and contact with everybody. Like, just as an example, you're in the UAE coaching in a gym, another guy's in another gym. They don't interact too much. So you start looking at them as us versus them, and you feel like different people. But when you start hearing the conversation indirectly, like, man, this guy's like me. He's having the same problems, oh shit, he said something that helped me. Now the connection is there. Now we're a community. There's no need for all the other shit, you know? We're all one. Definitely. We're all a jiu-jitsu community, there for each other. I hope.
That's something that happens a lot there. I mean, at least I feel people always tend to connect the divide a lot.
Yeah, all over the world, in everything, bro. In football, in boxing, in MMA, in jiu-jitsu. It's a human nature. But what breaks human nature is when you stop looking at a person as different than you. When you start relating and finding the common, you start connecting.
Yeah, like cool. Yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
When you look at a person as just them, like for example, the famous distinction of like you have football teams: Manchester United, Liverpool. Oh, he's a Man U fucker. I'm a Liverpool guy. That's it. But if you sat down and talked to a Man U guy, he has bills, he has a wife, he has a kid. Like, khalas, and you gel.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I think it's like it's very important what you're doing. Like it's nice to see, like even with this, like everybody at home, I think everybody gonna have a lot of content, material to be listened to. I don't know.
They're thinking about a lot of things too.
Yeah, I don't know how long you've been too, but yeah, I think you've been a long way on this talk. Like you don't even realize the time flying passing by.
Man, we're running on 2 hours and 10 minutes, bro, and it felt like 5 minutes with you, honestly.
Yeah, like I didn't know like a lot of time.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah. Thanks for the
my pleasure. Thank you for doing this with me, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, Amadu Jorge, and it's Georgia, right?
Yeah, George, Gorge.
Amadu Jorge, thank you so much for doing this, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank everybody. Thank for the opportunity to be one of the first one to join the podcast. It's really cool.
It's my honor to have you.
That the people that were like even like asking to that,
a lot.
Like I got surprised.
A lot, but bro. You saw the comment section on my Instagram. You saw how many people Amadu.
Yeah,
that's the love there is.
Good to see that we got impact, and I hope it's good.
You did,
the community,
absolutely.
And I hope everybody got to enjoy a bit and got to know a bit about myself. Thank you.
I would be remiss if I wouldn't ask you to share with everybody. How can they get in touch with you, find out about you? Where are you active on social media, just to connect with you?
Yeah. So we got the Instagram. It's Amadu BJJ. You posted it there.
Yes, on my page. Yes.
Like on your page, and there was the one of the chain, but you had to stop it because you're not teaching like in no base. Like you're not have any base on the. Like you're not in the gym or anywhere, so you have to stop the page.
Okay.
But the guys, like he posts as well. It's Nest BJJ.
So are you running Nest or no?
Back. Yeah, no, the page.
Yeah, but Nest BJJ on Instagram.
Nest BJJ is the team. It's my ID.
Your team, okay.
Me and Raphael.
Okay.
Me and Raphael.
Batman.
So you have
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. We have done that. So you have stopped. Like he left. He's back in Brazil now, and I stayed there. But you're not moving too much. So now you're posting he's posting like some memes and everything. Like you're just getting just to get the people to
engage.
Engaged and everything. And another thing I'm gonna tell you guys now. As I said on the beginning that I put the setup here at home with the mats and everything.
Nice.
We're going live. We're gonna do some class. I don't know how.
Nice. Online.
If you're gonna, I don't know how you're gonna do it or techniques. Like me and Raphael are gonna come live, or you're gonna come with some material for you guys.
Amazing.
Just to share. Hope you guys just to get out of the burden.
Yeah.
But we cook something out here. Right, you never stop. You'll be silent, but never stop.
I love it, man. I'm gonna check it out. Just let me know when you guys are doing a live stream. I'll be there to check it out. I need jiu-jitsu, man. I need something, bro. That's why I'm doing this.
All right, thanks so much.
Appreciate you, brother. Hang on, let me just close it off on Twitch, and then we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening, guys. Amadu, what an awesome podcast. I'll catch you guys soon on the next one. Tomorrow, another one. Oh, Amadu.